See you, bye.
So system one, and this makes the system so extremely intelligent. We collect all experiences we make in life and put it in this memory. And in this memory, together with what happened, we store, or we keep in mind what was the feeling connected to this experience. How did my body react? Because every experience in life has a certain somatic pattern. That means blood pressure and heart rate, and there's only one marker, one profile, one somatic profile for each experience we make in life. So when you walk through the city and something happens, our system one goes through all the experiences we ever made in life. In my case, this is 62 years. And my mind says, have you ever made an experience that is similar to this? How did you feel? How did your body react? Did you enjoy and do it, or did you go away? Like, for example, employees hear the word change, and before they know what this is about, they say, change, have I ever heard it? Oh yeah, several times. What kind of emotions is this connected with? Oh, bad emotions. How did my body react? Oh my God. And this reaction, how did my body react and how did I feel? This is not only an imagination, it is really taking place in that minute. There happens a simulation where you think this, it's called prospective mind in science. This is, you really feel this and everything. For example, you see a person cutting in the finger and you say, ah, I have a picture like this for my presentation to show people, aha, if I would now put you under the imaging tool, your own pain system would be active now. Yeah,
Georg,
Bettina,
I have one question. So it's like a marker. You connect an emotion with something, and this sounds a little bit for me like also neurolinguistic programming. So can you connect and reconnect or rewire these that you have a certain image and a certain feeling when you hear something?
Yeah, of course, because you can, this system is adaptive. This is also why it's called the adaptive unconscious. And there are some prerequisites that have to be fulfilled. First is you make a new positive experience very quickly. And second, the more emotional this new experience is, the better you will learn. So some of the experience you can override, and most of them are kept in the memory. Just think, what is the idea behind? So last week you changed your living room, and if your memory would not be adaptive, you would come into your living room and say, what happened here? So your memory is always overwritten with what you have experienced last.
We're sharing books again.
So what is a pity? And I will come to this in the next step when I talk about the four systems in PSI that Martin Seligman says, system one, this is a primitive system, primitive automatic reactions, but he does not think of all this intuitive intelligence the system has. And of course, it's difficult when somebody ignores or do not include in his theory this great work of the system one for well-being in life, that is reduced only to primitive automatisms. May I continue with the? Okay, then you will see.
I'd certainly love to. I'm here. I've got this booked until 1 o'clock. You've stimulated me and given me the tip of the iceberg, and I feel really disappointed. It's like, what? We're finally getting to the meat of what the presentation is about, and we quit. So sorry.
Yeah. So let's see this. Just a second. So the PSI theory does not take a look only at system 1 and system 2, but system 1 consists of 2 subsystems and system 2 consists of 2 subsystems. If we take a look at the left side, this is now let me see, the blue ones here, the blue squares, because I had to look for English translation, that is not very easy. The blue ones is system 2. We have I will explain the different systems in a minute. So intention memory and object recognition, this is system 2, and intuitive behavior and integrated self, these are subsystems within system 1. Julius Kuhl has given the 4 systems colors. That is quite helpful while talking with the clients you have in coaching. So, oh, sorry, this is the English one. Oh my God. Okay, then I'm going to translate. The intention memory is part of system 2, and you need the intention memory for setup plans. You need the system when you cannot act immediately, but if you say, I'm planning this because I cannot implement it at the moment, or there will be a later time when the implementation is even more successful. So you keep something in your mind, this intention, and if you this intention memory costs a lot of energy. So if you walk around and say, I have 10 things to do, this is exhausting because your intention memory can process and keep in mind 3 to 5 tasks you have to do, big tasks, and say, save energy for the implementation that is coming later. But everything else is exhausting, what I really know by myself, because I had huge plans, and at 12 o'clock at 12 o'clock at noon, I was already exhausted. So this is the system for logical thinking, and this system is for creating intentions and ensure that your intentions will be reached at a later point of time. The second system within system 2 is the object recognition. This system is a very intelligent, so this analytical intelligence. So planning, having complex processes in mind, like a creativity, creation process. And this system here, this object recognition, this is a very simple system. Also animals have that. And this means that you can see an object out in the context, and that you can take, for example, a mistake out of a context and say, I'm going to look at this mistake from different perspectives. Feeling for discrepancies and risks. So people who work very strongly, because this is one message from PSI, that people are more or less like to be in one or two of these systems. We all have all 4, but there are favorite systems which you use in life. And people who are in this blue system, in this object recognition, always try to find mistakes, always are very detail oriented. Then the third system is the first system in system 1. It's called intuitive behavior. This means this doing, just do it. So you don't have to keep things in mind, like in the intuitive memory, but this system tells you, you can start, go on. So it's the system for executing actions, implementation of intentions, learning behavioral routines. So all your routines are in this memory, and when you work, you feel some kind of flow, what Csikszentmihalyi calls flow. So this is also this intuitive behavior, so doing routines and so on. Also animal have this simple system. And the very intelligent, the intuitive intelligence is the integrated self. So the integrated self collects all the experiences in life. And this is when you say, I am myself. So I have access to my experience. This system is essential for creativity, because creativity means to connect things that are known to create something new, the combination of things you know to new solutions. For example, this system is responsible for your stress regulation. So people who have a good access to this integrated self are very good in regulating their stress. For example, in creativity, when others say, it's stress, I cannot be creative under stress. The studies show that people with a good access to the integrated self can reduce negative emotions, can reduce stress, and be creative because they have this self-regulation. So this integrated self is a very important system that really gives your action a sense. What is the sense behind it? Why do I like it? Why have I chosen this profession? So this is also something that gives a purpose. You know why you do this, because it has a close combination with your experiences in life. So when you hear integrated self, you think, this might be something that could make me egoistic. But this system thinks in, as you have seen before, not either or, but also to think in alternatives as well. I can serve as well my own drives and needs and drives and needs of other people. I can integrate all this. So what is expected from me from outside, and what are my own drives and needs, my implicit motives? This system is able, and this is the only system that can do it, to keep you psychologically healthy and make up decisions that are good for you, because this is based on your personality and your lifelong experiences you have made. If you adapt, so the wording of companies, you would say, with a managing director, this integrated self, we form goals. That gives something a purpose and says, yes, this is good for you and your experiences you made in life. The logician, this is the intention memory, develops the plan of action to achieve our goals. The maker implements the plan of action, and with the controller, we control the results. There are two more things that are important to know. These functional systems are connected with feelings or affects. That means if you are in one of those systems, you have certain feelings, or you can create with self-regulation certain feelings to bring yourself in one of those systems. You see that here. If we start on the upper side left, you see the intention memory. With the intention memory, it is not senseful that you have a high positive effect because you cannot act. This you need for the intuitive behavior. The intuitive behavior means do it, have fun, start, be flexible. Therefore, you need high positive effect, as you can see, in combination with the intuitive behavior. So
Georg,
intention, yeah.
Stephen has one question. The managing director, is this the integrated self?
The managing director is the integrated self. He has an overview about all the things that are important. So the object recognition, you concentrate on details, and people who are too much in the details, they somehow think about problems again and again and again. And if it's not possible to bring you in the managing director who has the overview, you get lost in a problem. So the managing director has the overview and gives your action purpose. So if we look at the object recognition here, of course, this is a critical testing. You need high negative effect. You must be critical. And if we look at the self, here you need low negative energy. That means you are relaxed, and relaxed. What is a prerequisite for being creative, or as an example. So as you can see, all 4 functional systems are connected with feelings, and either you are in one of those systems and this creates a feeling, or you say, I want to go in the self, integrated self, then I have to calm myself down. I have, with my self-regulation, reduce negative feelings, negative effect, in order to bring me to the lone, in order to bring me to this also called extension memory or integrated self. Is that clear for so far? Okay. If we have now a look at the system, we will take a look at the questions we had at the beginning, like there are people who are planning a lot. In which system takes that place? Planning, making many plans. Tell me.
The coordinator wasn't it?
The intention memory. In the intention memory, das Intentionsgedächtnis, there you make plans, set goals, and ensure that you reach the goals. And the problem of many people is, in order to implement those plans, they have to know how to activate high positive effect. And that is their problem. Many people want to do things and they have many plans, but they are not able to activate high positive energy in order to bring those plans into action.
I have a question also in here. So this sounds desirable and totally understandable that you need a carrot in front of a mule in order to make him or her walk. But what I observed, for example, in industry, when we are looking for system behavior, what I observed there is that it needs negative pressure. They need to have fear to lose markets, to lose market share to competitors, or to be not in the market in the future anymore at all, in order to start doing something. So
And
That-
this I can say very clearly is psychological, very unhealthy, because if you work under pressure, you are not motivated positively by a good future. You always try to avoid something bad, something negative. And all day long, you activate yourself with bad consequences that could occur if you don't do anything. And this self-control that you say, I want to avoid bad things to happen, when you are in this mode, you ignore your own drives and needs and wishes and feelings. And it's an active fight against that, what you otherwise would do. And this fight to suppress your wishes and your motives and your needs, this takes so much energy you cannot believe. And the studies show that it leads to depression, it leads to to burn out, because you always fight against yourself, because you say, oh, I would prefer doing something else, but I have to provide myself from these bad consequences. And this is absolutely, from a psychological point of view, absolutely not healthy. Psychological theories say positive motivation, healthy motivation only with positive motivators.
Georg, I have my own negative motivator happening in 30 seconds. I've got a faculty meeting that if I don't go to, this is definitely motivation by fear. I'm not particularly looking forward to this particular meeting, but I have it starting it just started just now. I want to say thank you so much for this. I'm really fascinated by this. I can't wait to see what comes after the PSI theory and how this integrates with the what did you call it, the Zurich?
It's Zurich resource model. If you
Yeah.
give me the chance, I would give another presentation where I bring this together.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to that. Bettina, you might want to think about maybe next time scheduling this for a little bit more than an hour or something like that. If Georg needs more time, we should give him enough time to get to where we want to get to. This is great.